heard the story of the White House boys, but nobody knows the real story. The 109-year story, researchers say, has been hidden by time, by lies, and by shame at the Florida School for Boys.
It was a beautiful place. And I thought to myself, boy, have you found a home here. Little did I know what else was there.
It was a story nobody had really heard about until 5 men began to speak out last fall about the time they spent at the school from the mid-50s to the mid-60s. They say it was a time of brutal beatings in a small white cement building known as the White House.
The first hit raised me a good 2 feet off the bed. Well, that was one of 135. 135 lashes.
I laid there, I gripped the bed, I didn't scream, and in that 16 licks, they split my butt wide open.
Soon, more and more former White House boys started to come forward, but nobody knew the whole story until the St. Petersburg Times peeled back the pages of history.
What's the fundamental obligation of a civilized society to take care of children? And in this case, we have learned that for 109 years, the state has failed to do that.
Interviewing dozens of people, spending countless hours researching, filling an entire office with research, Montgomery came to a sobering conclusion about the Florida School for Boys.
Over 109 years, this has been a place of brutality.
Scandals, it seems, have been around as long as the school.
It was opened in 1900, and then in 1903, 3 years after this place was opened, an investigative committee dispatched by the governor showed up and found kids locked in irons, kids as young as 5 years old.
The White House boys have just been the most recent we've heard about. Working in this office, surrounded by the hollow faces of men remembering long repressed memories, Montgomery learned the exponential cost of the school's failure to reform.
Consistently, kids are released from this school and go on to commit heinous crimes.
The Times will have 6 pages committed to this 109-year-old story. Thousands of boys sent to this school, like the title of the article, for their own good. Say good isn't a word anyone familiar with the Florida School for Boys uses. Jonathan Petramala, BayNews 9.